Hi guys, Tungsten here. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about the injection molded Valkyrie. Now, I'm sure you have seen some of the listing a few weeks ago. So why am I talking about it right now? Well, basically I saw two listings from two different companies actually. So I thought, hey, it might be nice to just take a look, see is there any differences. In my opinion, there are quite a fair bit of differences, but hey, let's explore. I mean, I'm just looking at videos as well as picture available and don't draw some kind of a conclusion myself, but let's just explore it together. So there are actually two brand now kind of producing the Valkyrie injection molded version. So let's just make sure we understand who is who. So there's one of them that is called the 家女孩. Okay, so basically 女孩 means girl, so maybe we'll call, or maybe we'll just refer this particular kind of brand as the lady. Okay, first. Alright, and then another brand is over here, is called 声波龙女武神. Basically 女武神 is the Valkyrie, so the brand I think is called 声波龙. So long is basically dragon, so let's call this refer to this particular model the dragon, from the dragon, and the other one from the lady. Right, so first thing first, what is the main difference over here? Okay, from the dragon portion I realized, I watched some video as well introducing it. Later I might show a few. Okay, first thing is that it can be dismantled all the way, in pieces like the actual Valkyrie itself, right? And then these are like in one piece, so it more or less kind of take over quite a fair bit of the Valkyrie design, although there are some improvement here and there which we'll take a look later. And the other one, which is the lady, right? There are I read some of the forums and watched some video. It says that it is a two-part construction. So I'm not too sure what is that, right? So actually I do some further research and I check out this video over here. Okay, I'm going to play. Okay, I'm going to show. Hopefully you can see. Right, so if we were to take a look, okay, so this is from the lady version. Okay, I'm going to pause here there. Okay, so basically it's a Johnny High, right? So if you flip over, okay, then you realize you start to see a lot of screws, okay, over here, okay, with here, okay, things as such. Okay, then we continue to look. All right, so yeah, okay, so you can again see a lot of screw posts over here, and basically this piece and this piece seems to be fused together. I don't know whether this is a spray paint, that's why it's not. But even I look at the white version as well, it seems to there's no separator over here, and there are lots of screw posts over here, whereby it gives a kind of a indication that this is actually a two-piece mold, whereby it requires the construction, versus the one that is from the offering from the dragon over here, as you can see over here, whereby you can dismantle. Later on I think there is a video as well, we can take a quick look at kind of how it looks now. But both of them actually have metal rods going through. Even the 家女孩 version, which is the lady version, if you were to see, okay, there is like 3-piece metal rod that goes through from the back of it. Now there seems to be also some changes, some differences between these two brands in terms of that, which we will also go through. But first of all, that is one of the different, I think, is the so-called, one of them, okay, is kind of like a, okay, more like a direct kind of follow the construction concept of the original Valkyrie, and then this one is like they fuse some of the parts together and become a two-piece construct, and then the back is more or less similar. You can remove with the 3 rods going across. So which one is better? I have no idea. Now next, I want you to observe one of the in my opinion quite important thing. Oh yeah, right, so this piece over here, there is a round kind of catch over here, and then this piece over here, right? Now from our understanding for Valkyrie, this is actually the mag release. The long piece over here is the mag release, but take a look first. Okay, when it flips over, does it flip over? Let me see. Okay, it doesn't flip over. I think the other one does flip over, so let's take a look here. Right, so when you flip over, I'll let you to observe that there is actually none here. I mean at least in this video there's none here. Now when I read the so-called the listing, it actually indicates that that is actually the Mac release. So we're talking about the lady version, okay, 家女孩 lady version. This happens to be the Mac release. Now if this is the Mac release, now so the magazine is slanted this way, that means the catch is somewhere here. I mean the part whereby the release will interact with somewhere here. But we know that Worker magazine is like that, okay, and the so-called opening is here. So that means this is kind of like a proprietary kind of magazine for this lady version. And chances are, I don't know whether this piece is going to act as a secondary kind of release. Hopefully it is, but from the look of it might not be, and this will only be the Mac release, and this is going to be a magazine that you can only use their own version. Well, this got to be verified. I've not seen anywhere, but I did read the so-called the listing, and this happens to be the magazine. So this is what I fear. But anyway, okay, for the other one, okay, then I have read that it is the so-called the Mac release is still this guy, and you can see from the slanted Mac, okay, in this orientation actually the catch is here. Now so it's also here, right? Sorry, okay, so if the catch is here, so you flip over, it's actually the same orientation as the Worker Mac, Talent Mac, right? Now of course the question is, can they kind of interchange with the Talent Mac for the Dragon version, because it seems like the Dragon version have the maybe the kind of the potential to do that. Okay, but can it be done? Okay, well, I look at the video itself, some of the video here. So over here, this is the kind of like the Dragon version, the unboxing kind of from a China side. Okay, so we talk about the so-called, let me talk about the barrel itself. Maybe let's just digress a little bit and talk about a little bit on the barrel itself. Okay, now you can see from the video itself here, okay, there's a spring here. This is actually a return spring for the Prime. This is for the Dragon version, so they actually include a return spring whereby the barrel will go through it, and then it interacts with the can of the priming, and it does return. For the lady version, 家女孩, no. Okay, so for the barrel itself, for the Dragon version, it's 16 and around 13 internal, alright, okay, which is pretty standard. Okay, and then of course they talk, okay, I want to show a little bit on the barrel. Okay, let me see whether it shows. Alright, so let's wait for a while. No, okay, I think it's further in front. Okay. Okay, I'm not too sure you can see clearly. There's two grooves over here in this Dragon version of the kind of the oh yeah, I think it's clearer. Okay, so if you zoom in here, you can see that this two groove is over here. Now what is this for, right? Okay, so for the so-called barrel to be go in, it is actually secure. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is probably the 家女孩 or the lady version. Okay, let's scroll. Okay, barrel, right? So for the lady company, okay, there is no groove. Now the barrel is supposed to be inserted and secure via these two screw posts, right? So for the lady version there is no groove. For the Dragon version there is groove. So the groove is for you to match up with this kind of screw. I think you'll hold the barrel better, in my opinion. Right. So another difference is for the Dragon, okay, they also include a muzzle, and this muzzle seems to use the so-called concept of the ball bearing kind of scar. Okay, but of course I don't think this is the actual kind of like ball bearing kind of thing we saw on those now those ball bearing muzzle that's available. Rather, it's probably their own kind of setup, but nevertheless it's a pole, and then it's like probably a wheel over here. Okay, but nevertheless it's a good addition. At least there's some new type of scar. Right, so that is about the barrel. Again, it does have a return string for the dragon version. As you can see over here, this is the one, okay, for the priming return. Now again, back to the part whereby can the magazine be interchanged. Okay, so I will show you, okay, the part whereby he tests. Okay, here, right. Okay, so this is probably the magazine from the given one. Alright, so there are some parts over here. Okay, weight is about 1.5. Okay, so this is like the Leon Valkyrie. Of course, it's taking a worker mag. Alright, so now they want to see whether does the worker talent go in. They look now. One thing to note is, of course, the magazine for the dragon. Okay, they say that now it is kind of it's already become one piece, right? You don't see screws and whatnot. Probably it's going to take the two pieces and then they glue it together. Then there's no longer screw. They kind of like make it smoother or something like that, so you don't see screws. So unfortunately, you can't open up your mag as well. So they are trying the worker mag on the blast itself. Unfortunately, it cannot go through. It is just slightly smaller. So I wonder whether when you fire it, maybe you can kind of put through. But at least the so-called the mag release is the same orientation as of the worker mag, right? Okay, so so far, so what do we have? So for the lady version, it is a two-piece construction with a lot of screw on one side, and then yeah, okay, so it fills, to me, I think it fills up all a few of the parts together to make a two-piece construction. Okay, the dragon version is kind of like you can separate up into all sorts of pieces. Okay, just like the 3D printed version. Now the barrel itself, it includes the dragon, includes the ball bearing as well as a return spring. The lady version don't have. Okay, it's smooth, it seems smooth. Okay, and of course I don't see a return spring. Well, but this I think can be easily be kind of purchased and upgrade. Right, and then the lady version, the mag release is this round thing which is only on one side, and I don't think it's it's the side whereby a right-hander will use, convenient for the right-hander. So if you are left-hander, maybe that's good news for you. And if this is the case, that means the magazine is of a different orientation of the talent mag, whereby the catches. Right, so far that's that. Right, so what else is different? Now the next difference is, okay, the stock itself. So let's talk about the dragon brand. They have 4 stops. So they included one more whereby you collapse all the way. Okay, you will also catch. But for the lady version, if I'm not wrong, okay, it says only 3. Okay, this thing. Okay, it says 三档, that means 3, right? So it's just 1, 2, 3. So now this one will probably is similar to the 3D printed one. When you push all the way in, actually it doesn't catch. You can still pull it out a little bit. So again, there's one another difference between the dragon. Dragon have 4, and then the lady version does not have 4. Right. Next difference, okay, is for the so-called the butt itself. Okay, so again, for the dragon, okay, you can see that it is a metal piece reinforced with a not say reinforced but covered with the nylon piece, right? Okay, so the metal piece is not exposed. So if you look at the full set of kind of display, you can see that, okay, it is a metal plus the kind of like the nylon piece, so you don't see the metal piece exposed. Okay, so as for the lady version, it is basically, I believe, just the metal piece itself, and it is what it is, right? Something like that, right? Okay, next, what else? I might miss a few things, so I watched quite a fair bit of the videos, and then yeah, there are quite a fair bit of things to go through. Okay, then of course, to change of spring, maybe I'll show you another video. Okay, for the change of spring. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is the Jia Nuhai one. Okay, this one. Okay, this is the dragon one, so they demonstrate a little bit of the so-called operation. Well, it looks smooth. All right, okay. But that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is the so-called the when you're changing spring. Okay, so here, okay, so if you want to change the spring, you just need to remove the butt, and then there is actually a stopper here. Although the catch is a bit thin, I don't know how strong it is. Okay, but it does prevent the spring from springing out once you take out the back piece itself. Then you can actually release, and you can change the spring. Okay, so that is one improvement, I guess. Alright, so if you remove the butt, it doesn't immediately spring out. Okay, does it show somewhere? They probably do. So let me just scroll down. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, over here, okay, it says, okay, when you kind of release the back part, there is still this catch over here to stop the spring from immediately springing out. Right, so this is the dragon version. Yeah, okay, yeah, so what else do I have? All right. Yeah, so basically I feel that there are quite a fair bit of differences. Okay, and yeah, and then of course now let's see. Okay, between the two. Okay, oh yes, in terms of color choice, the lady version have the red, the white, and the gray, right? And then the dragon version, I believe there's only like black and gray. Okay, let me see, or maybe just one color, I don't know. Okay, I saw a gray, but this one looks like black, but the gray is definitely there because I've seen kind of people posting a picture of their purchase. Alright, so that is that. Okay, they come with this fake 558 red dot sight, but it's just a fake sight. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, alright, so I hope I gave a good overview of the things yeah, over there. And yeah, so what else I can show a little bit on. Okay, let me see. Okay, this video is like, you know, they are like taking out the pieces. Oh, by the way, the one from the dragon, it seems that the spring is a 1.7, and then the lady version, normally they'll say they'll give you a free 1.8. So they are just going through some of the interchangeability of stuff from the 3D printed version from the injection molded. So it seems that the tube cannot be interchanged because of the diameter. Okay, so you can see, okay, you can kind of release, and then there are the rods all there. Okay, so this is a dragon version, right? So you can see the construction is more or less one piece by piece, right? Okay, and there are many pieces. Right. Alright, so I hope I have give a good comparison, a good overview, right, of the so-called lady Valkyrie, and as well as the dragon Valkyrie, right? So again, the dragon one is the one that come in multiple pieces with the return spring, with the ball bearing muzzle, with the 4-step butt configuration, and also the magazine release in the same orientation of the Telemech. And then the Jia Nihai one is I guess they took some time to fuse up the pieces to reduce the need to have multiple pieces. And then the butt is 3 steps, exposed metal rod, probably no return prime, magazine in the kind of their own orientation, release on their own orientation. Yep, so I'm Tungsten, thanks for watching, bye.